Hello and welcome to my video. I'm Andri. Today's video is a chit chat video. It's a chit chat video on a comment that I got asking me if Elle Darby should be cancelled. Before we get into all of that, I ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. Whilst you're there, you can ding-a-ling my bell, which will remind you every time I upload a video. Let's get chit-chatting and see how we achieved this look. So here we are, no makeup on and ready to start the chit chat. Okay, I'm going to start it off with the comment that alerted me to this whole situation, and then I'll do a wee intro on everything. Okay, so the comment came from Laura B. And it basically came because on yesterday's vlog, because I had been running out of ideas for my everyday vlogs, and I asked for ideas on making videos and topics for my chit chat videos like this one. And Laura B gave me lots and lots and lots of ideas, which I'll get into in my vlogs. But one kind of got me going, what is going on? So it goes like this: or if you want to pick up subscribers and get into some drama, your views on Elle Darby and the hot water she is in, do you think it is right to cancel people based on things they did when they were younger? So that's what her question is to me. So first of all, I'm not doing this video for views or drama or subscribers. I was just very much intrigued by the whole situation. I better start making myself up as well, because we all know how these videos go. Right, so I'm going to start off with the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream. So I'm going to start off with this today. Okay, so we'll just put a little under the eyes, because we know when we get a certain age we get these horrible lines under the eyes, which I've been going on and on and on about in all my chit chat videos. Okay, so when I saw this comment, I had absolutely no idea who Elle Darby was. I have never even watched one video of hers. I haven't seen any of the reaction videos. I knew absolutely nothing, but I was intrigued. So I knew there was going to be some sort of drama there. So what I decided to do was to have a look at her videos first to see what type of person she was before I watched any reaction videos and was influenced into their way of thinking. I had absolutely no idea what this was about. Okay, I am using Dior Forever in the colour 2N. It's just a little sample that I have here, and there's hardly anything left in it. Okay, there we go. Got enough on my brush there, on the artiste brush. I looked up her channel, and the first video that came up was an apology video, which, if I had to be honest, I wasn't very impressed with. So I watched that, and basically she was just apologising for what she had said in the past. And then I decided to watch one of her vlogs. Really, it's not my type of person. She's an English vlogger that vlogs with her husband. Didn't really watch much of it. Not my type of channel. Although I love vlogs, just wasn't my cup of tea. So I then decided to watch the reaction videos, and I soon got the drift of what it was all about. So basically, Elle Darby, about 10 years ago, when she was around about 17, between the age of 16 and 18, different videos say different things. She put out some disgraceful tweets. I am not going to tell you what the tweets are. I don't want to get into all of it. I'm not going to read out the tweets or anything. They are all over online. I don't want to be part of her tweets. I'm not interested in doing that. What I will tell you is they were insulting to many people, animals, her family. It wasn't just one race or culture. It was a lot of horrible, disgraceful tweets. Last night when I watched this, now for me, I had a terrible night's sleep last night. I got woken up around about 1:45 in the morning, couldn't get to sleep, made the big mistake of looking at my phone. The reason I looked at my phone was to see what time it was, and then it was, I could see all these comments, tried to get back to sleep. Anyway, so couldn't get back to sleep, and decided to start reading through my comments. Bad idea. And I came across Laura's comment, and that's when I searched to see what was happening. I was really shocked. What I was hearing was really upsetting and didn't help my sleep, let me tell you. And I was still quite uptight about it in the morning. You know, it was like I said, wait till I tell you this. I got to the gym and I started talking about it in the car. If you follow me on Instagram, this is what I do. I arrive at the car park of the gym and I just basically say good morning, and I spoke about what had happened last night, that I couldn't sleep, blah blah blah. And I was really quite still very much uptight about her tweets. So initially I was like, what do I do? Because I was really quite I was still really quite upset about the tweets at that time, and I thought, what do I do here? I didn't want to bring any more focus on her and the things that she had said. Although in saying that, you know, things like that shouldn't be covered up either. So I was very much undecisive of what to do. I'm not going to make a video on how awful the tweets are, because we all know how awful they are. It doesn't take very much intelligence to work out that those tweets are terrible tweets. Now, I have faced racism in the past. I would probably think every one of my family members have faced racism in the past. I don't want to make this video about that, because lots of people have made videos about her actual tweets and what she said is bad. Like I said, you know, it doesn't take rocket science to know that that's wrong and that shouldn't have happened. Now, what I want to talk about is the question that Laura asked me, and it's basically, should she be forgiven? Should she be cancelled? Which could mean many things. Should she be taken off YouTube? Should we forgive her, carry on subscribing to her? That's what I'm going to touch on. Now, should we forgive her? Now, what I would say to that is, it's up to the individual. I think, how much have her tweets affected you? These tweets were done 10 years ago. She was young. Do people make mistakes? People make mistakes all the time. Have I made mistakes? Have I said things that I shouldn't have said and done? Yes, everybody has. There is nobody that's perfect. Do you learn from your mistakes? You absolutely do. She's apologised for what she does. Does it affect me personally? She means absolutely nothing to me. I didn't even know who she was. Now, if somebody directs something right at me personally, then that's when I take the choice of whether I forgive them or not. Whether I'm going to take the time and say to them, look, what you said is wrong, you shouldn't have said that because, or I decide not to ever speak to that person again because I can't possibly forgive them. As a Christian, I should. I'm not going to lie to you. There's people in my life that have done things to me that I will not forgive them about. I can't do it. When somebody has wronged me, I can't. Has she wronged me personally? No. Why do I think she did those tweets? I think that she was looking for attention. I think she was a spoiled child. I think that the people that liked her tweets should also be apologising. What do you think? I mean, I haven't even looked at her tweets. I don't know how many likes these tweets got. I don't even know if they're out there. I only know of the tweets because of the people that have done reaction videos. I don't want to look any more into it. Now, when she did those tweets 10 years ago, you could possibly say, oh, she was young, she was trying to get attention, should we forgive her because a lot of people make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. But then she came out 5 years later and said something as bad on one of her videos. Again, if I'm not going to link any of these things in my description box. Normally when I talk about somebody, I'll always link them. I don't want to bring any more focus on her, so I don't want to be part of it, although I am, because I'm making this video. I do understand that, but I'm simply answering a question here. Should she be forgiven? That's up to the individual. If you choose to cancel her, forgive her, not subscribe to her, or if you are already subscribed to her, unsubscribe from her, that's on you. It's not up to me to tell you what to do. I'm not here to judge anybody. I am not going to watch any more videos. Any videos that I have watched because I want to make this video, because I was asked a question. I don't shy away from questions, as you all know. So I was asked that question and I didn't want to shy away from it. I wanted to give my opinion. She has to basically live with herself for what she had said, what she has done. Like in everything that you do or say, it says more about you, the person you are, and it says, and you're the one that's going to have to live with that. I'm sure she regrets tweeting things like that. I'm also 100% that there is lots of people out there that think the same way, okay? In every culture, that think in the way that she thinks, or that she thought, because she says she's moved on. Who am I? I don't know if she's moved on. I don't know her. I'm just going in with my highlighter, my Victoria Beckham, Estee Lauder highlighter. So just start highlighting all the bits that I want to highlight. So I'm here making the video, and like I said, I'm not judging her. She needs to judge herself. And I do know from the videos that I have watched that her agency has dropped her, and I'm sure a lot of people won't want to be involved with her because of what she has tweeted 10 years ago. But like I said, she didn't learn from her mistakes, because 5 years later she came back and she posted again something racist on her channel, or what I see as racist. Like I said, we have all in my family experienced racism. Okay, I decided to use today the tropical twist. So if you've been following me, if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that I've been trying to use this palette up for a very, very long time. Look, and I'm gonna try and use it. I'm gonna go in with this colour here, which is like a silvery green colour. It's the only way that I can describe it. And I'm just going to fluff it into the whole lid right there. They're really quite pigmented. Some of the colours are, some of them are not. I think it also depends on the type of brush that you're using. So I'm just going to do that. That's quite a dark coloured base for me using this. So should she be cancelled? Should YouTube now take her off this platform for what she said 10 years ago? Now we know, I know when I watch dramas, when I've watched dramas in the past, you know, like all the makeup community dramas that were going on, people were unsubscribing and then they started subscribing back. You know, people are very much like that. For me, it's like shock horror, unsubscribe, and then because you've watched that person for a while, you kind of nosy back in and all of that. I looked to see at her subscriber count, because apparently she was losing hundreds of thousands on a daily let me tell you, she's still got a lot of subscribers. So there must be a lot of people that think the way she thinks, because they definitely haven't unsubscribed. This is what I'm saying to you. The sad fact is, there's many people that think like that. They might not tweet it, but they think like that. Okay, I'm going in with this army green. Would we say it's army green? Olive green? I should learn my colours, shouldn't I? I'm just going to go in here. There we go. Slightly different because I haven't gone in with a middle colour, and that's because my base is a lot darker than I would normally use. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go with my middle colour to blend everything in, to try and lighten everything up. There we go. Now I know a lot of you are going to go and check out, because it's human nature, you're going to want to go and see what she said or what she hasn't said if you don't know about it already, because I really knew nothing about it until Laura put that comment. I knew absolutely nothing about it. I've never even heard of her, and she's so big as well. But again, it's probably because she's not my cup of tea. I've just gone in with this peachy colour now, just to brighten everything up, because it's a bit, that greens make it all look a bit too dark for my colouring. So I've just gone in the middle here. There we go, in the middle, and then just bringing it out just to blend all of that in, and then just drawing that up onto the top there as well. There we go, that's that so far. And then in this empty box here, I'm going to use my, just clean it off, I'm going to use there's a bit of that white in the corners in there, and I'm just going to take it in here and on the other eye. I like to work on, I don't like to finish off one eye and do the other. I like whatever I've done on the one eye to do on the other eye. Everybody has their way of doing things. I'm going to get my little white pencil now and go in here. Oh, it needs sharpened. There we go. Just to brighten things up. Sometimes I even put the white pencil in there just to brighten things up. I'm going to go in again with that peachy colour just to brighten things up a bit more. Just try and get it all blended in. Draw it out there, and again on the other eye, again just here, and then draw it all out. Again, these are very powdery as well. Just dampen my brush. So I've got a wet cloth there, just in case you haven't watched any of my Get Ready With Me, and I just dampen my brush and clean my brush as I'm going along. It's probably the only time I clean my brushes. Okay, now going to go in with my black liner. Just had to change my battery as well. So just go in with a black eyeliner across the eye, like so. And the other eye, and I'm using the Rimmel, what was it? Wonder Ink. The Rimmel Wonder Ink. Oh, I've got a wee bit wobbly. There we go. Just straighten it up there. Okay, that's the eyeliner. Oh, and by the way, her partner, husband, I don't know, Connor Swift, also tweeted some racist tweets as well. So let's go in, let's do some on the cheeks. I'm going to use the same palette as well. So I'm going to go in with the red, because I'm not likely to use red on my on my eyes. Although I do use that kind of colour. I like that kind of auburny colour. I like that. I might go in with a bit of that actually on back in the eyes. I just don't quite. Should I? I'm going to try a bit of that red on the eye just now. You know, it's good to experiment. I'm gonna put a bit on the red just to see. So that's all blended in. And I'm just going to go in with some of the brown just to contour a bit. Actually, I'm going to use my other brush. That's the kind of dupe for the Real Techniques brushes you get with the real ones. So the real ones have got a better bristle to them. There we go, go up. And a bit more. There we go. And around there. There we go. Let's play with highlighter. Now, I'm going to go in with the Touche Éclat highlighter. So I like to put, oh, there's a lot there. A bit there. A bit there. Just wherever I've got dark lines, just to bring them. I'm not going to put too much because quite a lot on the brush, and I don't want bit there, because you know the lack of sleep last night did not do me any favours. Okay, let's get the foundation brush and just kind of tidy all that up. There we go, just to straighten off the lines there. I said I was going to go in with the red. I don't know if I am. I'll put a tiny bit. The tiniest of, let's get kind of a small brush. And I'll go in with this browny red as opposed to the cherry red. Just to brighten up that green a little. There we go. I'm scared. I'm hardly touching it. Oh, there is. It is. You can see it, can't you? Look. There we go. That's what that looks like so far. I'm gonna go in. I think I'm gonna go in. I'll go in with a bit of that red. I need a wee bit more emphasis in there. Emphasis, I should say, in there. I think, yeah, definitely need just a bit of definition in there. There we go. How's that? Beautiful. I think this Dior foundation, by the way, it shows up the pores, because I'm not really bothered by my pores, but I'm definitely picking them up on this foundation. It's looking a bit untidy on the cheeks, a bit messed up, so I'm just going to go in with, again, Estee Lauder Skin Perfecting Powder. See if that makes the pores look any better. It's alright, it's not great. There we go, that's that so far. Get some eyeliner. Go in with this green again, Scandal Eyes. So that'll be a Rimmel again. What's the colour of this? It's 006 green. Go in with that. There we go. And along there. Okay. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be really, really honest with you. Before I get my mascara on. I'm really not feeling comfortable with this subject at all. I'm really not feeling comfortable with it. You know, I'm doing my makeup and I'm struggling to say things because I'm not comfortable with it, and I really don't know if I'm even going to upload this video. It really doesn't make me feel comfortable talking about it because the tweets are so awful, and like I said, there's a lot of hate about a lot of things, people. It's not just one thing. One of these things would have been bad, never mind all the things that she has tweeted about. But you know, what is the saying? He who hasn't sinned then throw the first stone. that keeps coming back to my mind. But again, you know, like I said, racism is something that my family have had to deal with. You know, she's like, I'm not going to talk about her individual tweets, but the thing that's making me uncomfortable here is the fact that I am bringing more focus on it. But like I said earlier on, should people know what she had said? Should we forgive her? Anyway, let's try and summarize this video. Let's get some lipstick on, and this is just a lip liner from Primark. Look, there's hardly any of it left. This is in the colour Scarlet. Just doing my lip liner, a bit in the middle there, and a bit here, and can't talk and do lip liner. And I'm just going to use a lipstick. It's I'll write it in my description box because I can't see it now, and it's probably discontinued because it's one of these that you get with Estee Lauder for a gift with purchase. I haven't had one of them for a while. They don't seem to give out a lot of gifts as they used to. Maybe I just don't spend enough these days at Estee Lauder. But in more recent times when I've asked, for samples, they don't seem to have them. Okay, that's the makeup on. There we go. And there we go. Right, let me try and do a wee summary of the video if this video goes up, because I really don't feel comfortable with it. But I'll check it through my editing and I'll see if I'm going to put it up. Okay, so she is currently around about the age of my youngest son, and he would never ever tweet anything like that. He wouldn't even think like that at all. I mean, with any of the tweets that she made, when you listen to it, it's all very much trying to get attention. Obviously this is attracting the wrong type of attention. But again, the question goes back to, should she be cancelled? Well, then it's up to the people that are viewing her, that are subscribed to her, to cancel her. If she doesn't have the views and if she doesn't have the followers, then she won't be on the platform. So again, it's totally up to us as individuals. You vote with your feet. It's us. I'm certainly not going to subscribe to her. I'm certainly not going to watch any more of her videos. Like I said, the fact that I'm making this video makes me really uncomfortable. I don't like to shy away from anything either. You know, I was born in the 60s. Racism was commonplace at that time. It really was. I was brought up in London, so I didn't really have that much of it because London was very multicultural. I don't remember it really that much of being affected by it, although growing up I was Greek, I felt different. but not in the way Rico had. Terrible racism when he moved from Glasgow to a smaller town. He was basically the darkest child in his school, so he faced terrible racism. My children have faced racism. Even my grandson has faced racism, and it's not always white people that are racist to black people. Black people can be racist to white people. Every nationality can be racist to each other, and this is what needs to change. It really does. Not just racism, but hate like that on a social platform should not be accepted. Tweets like that should have been taken down straight away. That should not have been allowed. I mean, when I put up a video, it gets checked. So how has something racist been allowed to go online? That's what I find hard to believe. But we all need to look at ourselves and the people we're following and the people we're subscribing to, be it Twitter, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, whatever. If you feel comfortable with yourself following a person and the things that they are saying, then you are as guilty as them if they are derogatory in their thoughts, their actions and their comments.